Hello, I'm Freelander. Welcome to the Game Trove. Today we are looking at Army of Tactics again. This time I want to go through the different units and how they interact with each other. Just collecting some stuff here. We'll go ahead 30 seconds. These give you coins, which are an ERC20 token. All right, moving on. All right, so I have tanks in my first line and damage in the second line. We'll go back here and show you some of the units I don't have yet that I've seen, some of their powers. And I'm just switching around the second deck there. Moving on. All right, gonna start a battle here. Show you some action. As an OG co-builder, I'm getting some fun perks like making video for you guys in order to earn some of their governance tokens. So kind of sponsored, kind of not today. But full disclaimer, none of this is financial advice. So I've got these gladiators in front. They're really good tank. These are just straight damage archers, single target. These guys have good AoE, but less health than most other tanks, but a lot more damage. So they're kind of a all-around good unit. They say they're weak to AoE, and they kind of are, but you need a lot of them to really cause the pain. These are an interesting unit. They're javelin throwers. They're ranged tanks. So the idea is to get in front or behind range units and counter like a trebuchet that targets your back unit. Now, the problem is usually your archers outrange them, or don't outrange them, so they have to get in front of your javelin throwers if they're really far back. So that can be a downside for sure. All right, I think I used the javelin throwers again, so we're going to skip forward. Yeah, they just slaughtered me here. They deployed most of their forces. Just overwhelming numbers. All right. I'm going to try one more time with these javelin throwers. Oh. Yeah. They just didn't have enough mana left to really fight me there. All right. Moving on. Spiders. I think I used spiders in one of those. Maybe it's in the next. Yeah, I think it's in the next round. Lot of different units. The biggest thing is just knowing tank damage, what kind of damage, what kind of tank, and mana flow is the biggest section. Sorry, my player is in the bottom there. So I'm trying out these. These are the heaviest tank in the game. These shield bearers. I forget their exact name. These are single target damage units. So just so long as they stay behind, see this one didn't, they stay behind the tanks, then they cause a lot of damage. And of course I just have a huge amount of health here. All right. See, what else do we use here? Oh, they're using some tank units. I'll talk about this guy. I don't have him quite yet in when I updated the build. I had to start over, so hopefully I'll get him soon. That's an AoE grenadier or grenader, and so I'm like, oh, with that I should probably put a couple archers here and another tank. Now I'm just trying to. Now it's an arms race, just to see who can put more. See, I put this tank in late, and putting in tanks late, while it did help me win the battle, I think, it had half the health it would if you put it at the start of the battle. because as the timer goes down, you get less and less health on it. So yeah, I spent a lot that second round, so now I'm a bit nervous that I'm not going to have enough staying power, so I'm putting in, but he also used a lot. Yeah, this is an easy win right here, because I do have tanks. He kills a few of them, but I have tanks he doesn't. It's just hard to go with straight damage in this game. Would not recommend. I think this is a actual player, not an AI, because he seemed to be countering me, especially on our next one here. All right, starting the next battle. Now this one I used my other deck, and he countered right away with AOE. So I'm putting in some tanks. I didn't include a lot of tanks on this one, so these aren't really tanks, but they're kind of tanks. AOE tanks, which is really a cool concept. Area of effect damage, if you don't know. Area of effect, that's what that goes for. I spent a lot more than I usually do on this first round, but it's working out for me. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he just crushed me there. I didn't put enough units in. This is our last round. I think he pretty much ran out of systems. This is either a human player or a new AI. Oh, I'm using spiders on this one, so that's good. Except he tried to counter with the Grenadier, but he didn't quite place it optimally, so I didn't get all my spiders, and my spiders do a lot of damage. They're just, anything will kill them in one shot. So AoE, especially not great at them. Now I just had just enough more archers left after our front lines were gone to win that one. All right. Oh, this last one was just a cleanup. All right, going back to my collection here. So, let me pause it. All right, so we got Grenadier. You saw this one is a high damage single target, and the nice thing about this one is it moves around. So this one would be a very good one to be behind the javelin thrower. I have not gotten this one yet, but I really want to try that combo because I think it would work really well. So they just shoot every 5 seconds or so and do a ton of damage. Elven longbow, I think, is what they are. And this is a dragon. Dragons have some AoE. It doesn't shoot very often, but it's good for cleaning up especially small guys, and then high damage per single target and very high health. It does cost 18 though, and my other line's in the way. But there's a wizard. Not sure if we can see him at all. Probably not. No, my bar is in the way. But the one other that I'll talk about is the wizard, which it and the blacksmith, which is my favorite tank. Lower health than most other tanks, but it only costs 3, and they slow down. That and the wizard slow down enemies, and it's also AOE. So I think this guy less powerful AOE. So anyhow, that's some of the ones, and there's like 43, I think, different troop types. So I've only unlocked a fraction of them, and really cool. Looking forward to unlocking more of them, and I love this game. It's super fun, super competitive, and yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. That's all I got. Freelander